day, guys. If you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. Moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Okay, we're going to get started on this page. I can't get the book to lay flat. It is perforated. I can tear the page out, but I don't want to if I don't have to, because I don't know where my clipboard is right now. But we'll deal with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to we'll start out with the Sanjoki markers. And I have my swatch right here so I can see what I'm... Always swatch your stuff, people. I don't care if it comes with a color chart and all that. You never know if it's true to print or not, so... I know people hate it, but... It comes in handy. So, let's get started. I know I want to use Cosmos, which is number 7. And don't go all the way to your edge because it'll spread. So don't worry about that. We're going to do something with the edges anyway. Okay. There's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do all these hearts. Same color. And I do have a piece of paper behind it, so I don't know if you can see this one or not. Well, like I said, when you hold if you're using a brush tip, don't go all the way to the edge, because the color will spread out there. That's the trick to using the brush. Just don't go all the way to the edge. Just barely to the edge, because your color will spread out. And use a very, very light touch. And these Sanjoki markers, the brush is so fine tipped that they're easy to use. That's one thing I love about them, is that ease of use. Okay, now I've got a Starjoy Gold pencil, number 4 OR Strawberry, and I'm just going to go around the edge of these hearts with that. And I may have to come back with something darker. It just doesn't want to show up. So, don't be afraid to go darker with your red. So I may have to do that. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to. So, you can use a red, any red you want, any pencil set you want. Doesn't matter, just use a red. Going around this. The name of that marker was Cosmos. Very pretty. Oh, another thing I want to tell y'all is I may have to jump up in a moment's notice, because we're having some really bad storms here in Oklahoma, which is where I'm at. And yeah, so we're having it rough right now. I'm going to take this polychromos, I don't know. I can't read the writing on it. I just know it's red. And I'm going to come in behind that. Star Joy. And just make a little... Just, you can go in however far you want. Just leave your center pink. And I'm not getting perfect here. I'm just going around. I mean, you can have it perfect if you want to. You just don't have to. It's a personal preference, really. Okay. That's that. Those are the hearts done. Now, what do I want to do now? I don't even know. Let's see. Let's use the Sanjoki number 2, Old Red. So this one. There. Now I'm going to go in these small places with this. Just like I said, very little. Just barely touch it. And you can use any color of marker you want. You can use your water base. You can use alcohol. For that matter, you can use gel pens. Just whatever you got, because it's really your choice. Just kind of follow the color pattern if you're wanting to follow along with it. Like I said, this is a dark red. A very dark red. See, I'm just barely touching it. So all you gotta do is just barely touch it. Don't be scared of alcohol markers. Practice on a piece of paper, and you'll know you don't have to go all the way to the edge to get coverage, because it will spread out. It will do that. So, and then if you have to go back and put a little dot or two there, that's perfectly fine. Let's do this side now. But like I said, these Sanjoki, I know people are afraid of the brush tips. They don't think they've got control. But if you just barely touch, it's such a fine tip, the brush is, that if you just barely touch it, it's like using a pencil with a fine tip. Okay. There's that. I may go around them hearts with this too. I'm not sure yet. And I'm making these color choices on the fly, so. Yeah, I think I will. I'm I'm gonna go around these hearts with it. Now, it shouldn't spread because you've got that pencil on it. I was worried about Lori at Color My World. She hadn't been on in a while. And I was looking back at her videos as far back as they go. I've been with her for 5 years. And if you look at her video post, she has never, ever took a vacation. She has always been there for us and kept us, teaching us and showing us things. And 5 years, and the woman has never took a vacation, never took a break. And I didn't hear from her or see her in a little over a week. So I was, to say I was worried doesn't even begin to cover it. But she posted a video today. She's doing fine. She's adopted a kitty cat. And it's cute. Y'all should go over there and look. It's the cutest little thing. This little cat is just cute. And like I said, I'm picking these colors on the fly. I'm just going with my heart and my gut and just whatever. Y'all can do the same thing. I mean, you don't have to do exactly as I'm doing unless you want to. Like I said, this is going to be mixed media. There probably will be some gel pen involved. And pencils. There's going to be pencils involved. Well, like I said, I'm just making up, I'm just picking colors on the fly. I'm not really just picking out anything in particular. So, now I don't know what else to do. I haven't thought this out. I haven't thought about, the color scheme. I know reds, maybe some green, because green and red do go together. So, they're complementary colors. You can't mix them, but you can use them around each other and they complement each other. So, that may happen. Oh my God. I don't know what. I'm just doing this on the fly, guys. Really worried about the weather because we've been having bad storms here. I live in Oklahoma and we're kind of storm prone. Okay, I don't know what I want to do next. What do y'all think? If you're going to do art, this is the way to do it. You don't feel like you have to follow a set of rules. Because the number one rule in art is there are no rules. Like, you don't have to do this the same way I do it. What I'm doing right now is just, being free to, go with the flow. Whatever color hits me. That's the way coloring should be. It shouldn't be painful. It shouldn't be forced. Just go with what you feel like doing. Or look at the picture and ask it, what color does it want to be? Now, most people are going to think that's stupid, but I'm not joking. If you look at a piece of paper and look at it as something that's live, because at one time it was a tree, you will see a color to it. Like, I can see blues and greens in here, and that's just what I see, okay? Somebody might see something else, but just look at the paper and get a feel for it, you know? And this is mainly my lesson today is, well, it's not really a lesson, but you gotta be free. Uh, you don't have to color in the lines. You don't have to follow this rule or that rule. When you're doing this, just be free with it. There are things that I do follow. I have a set of colors picked out that's what I'm going to use. But I have, I have thought it out. And I may change that as I go along. And that's what goes on behind the scenes of making a video is I could change my mind on the fly. I could tell y'all what colors and everything, but I might change my mind halfway through. But that's okay. We have the freedom to do that when we're coloring. I really wanted to share that with you guys because I know some people will get freaked out. I don't have this color. I don't have that color. It's okay. Use what you got. Use what you feel like using. You should feel free and let it flow. That's what coloring is for, stress relief. If you're stressing out over a piece of art that you're doing, you got to step back. You can't be having this stress. So if I mess up, I mess up. It's no big deal. It's a coloring book, And if I use the wrong color, I've used the wrong color. But that's okay. And it's your art room, it's your rules, But I do this with colors because some people might want to color it like I'm coloring it. But it doesn't mean they have to. It doesn't mean you have to. It just means, you're wanting to get the same result as I do, but you shouldn't feel forced or pressured. No, that's not what coloring is about. Yeah, you want to do a color along. That's good. But if you decide, hey, I don't like her choice, change it. Feel free to change it. If you're following somebody else's color along and you don't like that color, use the color that you're feeling, that you feel like you're wanting to use. Pick it out and use it, because trust your gut. Number one is trust your gut. If your gut tells you to use pink, use pink. This is just about, doing your own thing, is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to follow somebody's color along exactly. Because I've watched color alongs back when I started. And they would use a color and I'm like, I don't like that color. So I'd use something else. But anyway, I'm not going to make this long because, like I said, we've got bad storms out here. And I need to think this out some more. But I just want y'all to feel free to do. Yeah, you can do this picture with me. And you don't have to use alcohol markers. You can use water-based markers. You can use gel pens. Use whatever you want to. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. And you don't have to use exactly the same things I'm using. Use what you got. And so I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because I really need to go because the storms. I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to think out some more color schemes with this. And Yeah. So I'm going to tell you I love you. You guys know I love you, right? You're my family. You're all I got. I'm serious. You guys are all I got. Um, I have family, but I'm in Oklahoma and they live in like Indiana, Georgia, Florida. They don't live anywhere near me. Um, so you guys, you're all I got to talk to, really. Um, that we share the same interest and, but I want to help you on this coloring journey, and that don't don't feel stressed or pressured to follow a certain set of colors or brand or kind of colors. Just just do what you want to do. It's about being free to express yourself. Freedom of expression. And that's what art is. It's the freedom to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And if you mess up, so be it. You learn a lesson. You know? That's don't stress over it. Don't worry over it. Cuz it's art and you have to start somewhere. And if you're afraid, you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to spin your wheels. You, don't be afraid. Just go for what you feel. So I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye.